Yo, what's up? It's Found. How have you been? So, I went to Korea once, made tons of amazing memories, and now I needed to go back. But before that happened, I found a new passion for breaking. I began high school, and my interest in Korea continued to grow. And thankfully, my parents were unimaginably supportive of my dreams. And we went together to Korea a few more times. While these short trips to Korea were amazing, one huge thing was still missing. My ability to speak and understand Korean. And so, I now had one new big mission in life. I had to learn Korean. It's now 2011, and I was on a mission. My mom helped me out and found me a 2-week homestay language course here in South Korea. And so, it was off to Korea once again. But when I got to Korea and met my homestay family, I was so shy. This was the first time I had been strictly alone with a Korean family, and I was pretty intimidated. And this was where I got my first taste of everyday Korean city life. It was invigorating. Everything was so foreign to me, and it was a breath of fresh air. But this was not where my life drastically changed. Oh no, there's more. It was time for me to finally learn Korean, and I enjoyed every single second of it. But I still felt out of place, especially with my silly American accent that, to this day, I still have problems with. Regardless, learning Korean was a blast. And not only that, we got to do fun things like make Korean pancakes, go to museums, and visit some theme parks. And while all of this was great and all, what truly left a lasting impression was what I got to do outside of class, which was spending quality time with new people in a country I loved. But there was one person in particular who I connected with the most. But actually, it was two. The teacher and her son. I know, what a strange combo, right? But I suppose it wasn't all that strange, and in fact, I think it was exactly what I needed. It all started on the first day of class, when I was walking alone, looking at the ground. This gentle, caring voice politely told me to look up. I turn around and it's our teacher smiling back at me. I don't know what it was, but I just knew that this person was pure-hearted and just simply meant the best for everyone. As we continued to talk and share stories, I opened up about my adoption. And to my surprise, she shared that I felt kind of like another son of hers. I think it's because she was the Korean mother I never got to have, and her son was the perfect age for me to be able to see what it could have been like if I had grown up in Korea. And at the same time, I felt huge rushes of all the curiosity and urges to find my birth parents again. And while it was pleasantly nice, it was still a bit scary because, well, my birth parents were still a complete unknown. Eventually, the 2 weeks came to an end. And of course, there was a celebration. And I just lost it. I was absolutely bawling like a baby in front of everyone and couldn't stop. I walk out of the room, and who do I see? None other than the teacher's son. Of course, I lose it again and gave him a big hug as if he was my real brother and gave him a whole life speech through tears and a shaky voice. Let's be honest, he did not understand a single word of what I was saying. But from that moment on, I felt like I had gained a whole other family. And I couldn't have been more proud. Those 2 short weeks of my life did so much for me and got me to places I never thought imaginable. And in that short time, not only did I experience what it's like living with a Korean family, but also I got to experience what it would be like to have a real Korean mother and younger brother. And again, I knew I had to go back to Korea. But next time, it was going to be for good. Once again, thank you so much for watching the second part of this story. There's still more to come, so stay safe everyone, and I'll find you in the next one. Peace!